Okay, welcome to another episode of Too Many Games and Not Enough Time. Now, in Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, I sit down with a friend and discuss the thing we all love, video games. And there's so many of them, we feel like we've not got enough time to play. But we're all in quarantine. Now, you can tell I'm in quarantine because I am looking extra dusty. The headpiece is atrocious, the beard's looking mad. I'm trying to cover it in a hoodie, but it's not doing anything. Now on today I have a very special guest. He comes from the Nerd Council. Now not only is he a Twitch streamer, he is a very talented artist that we'll talk a bit about later, and he is a gamer and a father. So the one and only Wolf in the building. Welcome to Too Many Games. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for having me.
So I'm loving the setup in the background, so I can see the PS4
this
controller.
This is my little man station. Have a little something away from the kids. So
I can see the PS controller, I can see the Switch, I can see the Xbox, and I can see the Ocarina of Time. We are both like big nerds when it comes to Zelda.
I've almost mastered this one. This one here, I'm not gonna play for you today because this one here's a clay one. The sound doesn't really come out that well. When I get the plastic one or get the wooden one, I'm gonna give you a sample because I can actually play this.
Alright, say nada. Alright.
Oh wait, you saw the test video anyway.
Yeah, you sent me a little preview. So you are the main gaming body from the Nerd Council. So for people who don't know, what is the Nerd Council?
All right, so the Nerd Council is a coalition of guys and girls where we review a lot of different aspects of media today. So that can be down to comics, animes, movies, gaming, just basically what's happening in today's kind of pop culture, especially when it comes to a lot of, how can I put it, more down to the kind of anime and gaming and stuff like that.
And you're the gaming guy for the Nerd Council.
I am the gaming guy for the Nerd Council. I am their Twitch streamer.
Cool. So we are in quarantine because of everything that's going on in the world. How are you coping? How's your family? Break it down.
How am I coping? Well, I thought I was an introvert until this happened and realized that I need to be around people. So yeah, it's been quite hard recently, but I've been one of the fortunate people that can be able to work from home. So I'm not going to complain too much about it, but it is one thing I will say is hard, especially for my kids, because my kids are losing their mind right now. They're just bored stiff. Every day my daughter wants to go outside and I have to explain to her that people outside have germs. So we can't go outside right now, but she just really wants to go outside. So it's kind of hard to kind of explain to two young children, we can't do that right now. But it's a good time for me to kind of introduce them to gaming, which I have, which is amazing. My son loves Sonic.
Oh, is
Great
it?
fan.
Dope. Alright, so we go on to the aspect of the show, which is all about too many games. As a gamer, that is our biggest complaint in life. Too many games and not enough time. But now we have nothing but time on our hands. So what are you playing?
All right, so what am I playing? Well, currently right now I'm playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's a must, I'm not gonna lie. I've never played the game before, so I thought let me just try and see what it's about. And I love the game.
So I've literally just downloaded Animal Crossing just now. I've just built my character, and because I've been
let me know if you need anything. I've got the fruits. I've got the tools in it. Let me know.
So I don't know anything about Animal Crossing. We spoke about Animal Crossing quite a lot on the show. I just put out a review for like top tips in Persona 5 Royal. So I've been playing that, and I'm playing another sick game that's under embargo, so I'm not allowed to mention it. So I've been lost in two different worlds, and everyone's been going on about Animal Crossing. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go in. Let me find out about it. So Animal Crossing's selling like hotcakes. Do you feel like because of what's happened with COVID-19 and everyone being locked in their house and they can't earn, do you think this is why Animal Crossing, it's a big game anyway, but do you think that's why it's exploded so much?
Well, yeah, I do think it's more so because of the fact that we are more locked away in our houses, and the game's kind of, it's really interactive, so you get to build your own kind of home away from home. And that's what a lot of people right now are trying to find some form of way to kind of just feel free from being locked away in the house. Yeah, it's an escape. That's what mostly gaming is. It's an escape for most people. And now they kind of everyone has that escape now, and especially with the Switch being very accessible to everybody because it's very handheld and you can move around different rooms whenever you feel like it. So it's a thing of where a lot of people are like, yeah, let me pick up a Switch and then let me get something where I can play with my friends. Maybe I can go over here, visit their island. And it's just really interactive, like a big community. So that's another aspect of it I feel like has really taken off. A lot of people have kind of looked at it as, oh, it's more of a community game. Because that's how I saw it at first. At first I was like, oh, it's a kid's game, not my kind of thing. And then a lot of people I know were playing it and going to each other's islands. And I was like, yo, I want to do that. Like, I want to wear a Katsuki outfit. I want to get the Naruto headband.
So yeah, you're Animal Crossing mad, fam.
Yeah, of course, bro. I've even got it on right now. Look. Let me show you. Just look right there. Right now, I'm actually just doing some tarantula hunting, but still, I always got it on at all times, bro.
Alright, cool. Say no more. I'm coming for that. Them bells and
let me know, innit? I got all the tools for you, bro.
Arex Gaming is a good friend of mine, and he has been going ham. And what I really like, which is why I think that I logged mine on today, is he had a birthday party on Animal Crossing, and I saw people coming in, and it's my birthday next week, and I'm like, rah, I want to party in Animal Crossing.
I saw that. I saw that. I'm a big follower of Arex. He's one of the people that's actually kind of pushed me into gaming. So, like, I saw that, and that was amazing. I was just like, yeah, that's the kind of thing that I want to do. And that's seeing people do things like that is what kind of got me into wanting to get the game myself. Because I was like, okay, if we can throw parties, we can have like gatherings. I can make the place look really, really nice. And the thing is, like, it's like no, everyone loves Sims once in a while, you know?
Yeah, I love Sims.
It's basically like it's like Sims, but just controlling one person. You don't have to control everybody. You just control the one. You don't have to worry about your hunger or anything, but you get to build, and the building goes sweet.
I hear that Tom Nook is like pimping, like out here.
Oh yeah, Tom Nook the crook. Oh yeah, oh Tom Nook is the biggest crook you will ever meet. Like you go to an island, you pay for a getaway, and then you're in debt the moment you get there. And not only that are you in debt, is that he's now sending you around to pay for things that you now have to ask other people to get money from. So he's basically sending you out to go get money. He's man. A pimp.
Pimptastic. Alright, cool. So my second question is, we all have backlogs. Like, there's so many games that we're like, gonna get back to, and never really get back to them. Now you've got this time on your hand when you've got a couple hours in the evening free, without playing with the kids. What is the game that you want to get back to, and you're going to get back to during quarantine?
Oh, I've got a couple. Sekiro.
Okay, so
I need
Sekiro,
to finish that.
I need to finish it. That game, for me, I felt like I was getting bullied by a video game. I've never felt like I've been bullied by a video game in my life. But there'll be certain time I'll be sleeping and thinking how that boss pumped me up in the face. Like,
it's when you go there prepared and you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to take this down. All right, I've got my divine, I've got everything ready. You go there, 2 swipes and you're dead. And you're like, wait a second, what happened? It's like,
so I've never been a fan of the Dark Souls series. I never really got into Bloodborne because it's not my thing. I've never got into Bloodborne because I don't like the aesthetic. But Sekiro was the first game in that series that I really liked the aesthetic, and I was like, this is sick. And I really tried, and I got bullied so much. Look, you can even see about that Japanese life. I got bullied so much. I was like, I'm done. Like, Sekiro basically deboed me. You know, Debo.
Oh wow!
What? Bite. And I was like, keep my bike. Slapped you off. Keep my bike. Keep it.
Nah, see, for me, I'm one of them gamers that if the game does that to me, I will not stop until I have to beat it. There's like, I remember one time I started at about 7 p.m. I didn't come off Sekiro until like 5 a.m. and I was only on the Great Ape. I was just like, no, I'm not letting the game disrespect me like that. I'm a gamer out here. You don't disrespect me. So I was like, I'm gonna finish this.
Yeah, I got disrespected.
I put the game down. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put you over here for now. I'm not scared of you. I just have a healthy respect for you. So I'm gonna put you down and not play you for now.
Alright, so Sekiro's one. Give me another one then.
Alright, the other one is Kingdom Hearts 3. I bought it. I played like 10 minutes, and then I don't know what happened. I think another game came out or something. I can't remember what happened, but I just didn't touch it again. And I was like,
I'm gonna make an assumption that you're not a Kingdom Hearts kid.
what?
The reason So the reason I'm making this assumption is because, like, I'm a Final Fantasy guy. And most people are either Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts. Very rarely someone is into both worlds. Because you either grew up when Final Fantasy was the big thing. And then most people who grew up with Kingdom Hearts, they was a bit too young when Final Fantasy came out. So are you the Kingdom Hearts?
I'm in both. I'm in both. Because basically, I played Kingdom Hearts. And then when I saw Final Fantasy was in there, I was like, all right, I'm sold. Because Final Fantasy is my favorite game of all time. So I was just like, yeah, I'm sold. And then the story for Kingdom Hearts was good. Kingdom Hearts 2 was even better. I've played all the ones in between, which was really good, but it was just the story's really convoluted. But I was really waiting for this number 3. And when it came out, I was playing it, and I remember playing, and something else came out. I just can't remember what other game it was, which is the problem. Another game always just happens to come out when you want to finish a game, and then, yeah, I just couldn't finish it. But I'm getting back into that.
Important question. Are you allowed to be part of the Nerd Council if you don't like Kingdom Hearts?
Of course, but
I don't know. Timmy.
Of course, but you'll be looked at as.
I don't know if Timmy lets anyone in. That must be part of the application, Like, do you like Kingdom Hearts? If you put
Kingdom Hearts,
you can't.
The game's a righteous game.
Yeah,
it's a very righteous game. The game tugs on the heartstrings. It's got a good story.
So 3 is the first one that I played, and it's cool, but it's just, I don't know. It's just not Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you gotta start with 2. That's why.
It's not even necessarily meant to be Final Fantasy, but I just feel like it's very, and I won't say kidified, but I feel like for an RPG, it's very kind of dumbed down in terms of what like you're doing. And like
I will agree with you on that. When you
grew up with Final Fantasy, it's hard to kind of go back.
Yeah.
But Kingdom Hearts 3 looks beautiful.
Graphically, it's a beautiful game.
Aesthetically, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. My third question is, obviously, quarantine. I'm quarantined. You're quarantined. What game do you recommend I should play while I'm under quarantine?
Oh, that's a good ass question. What game you should play? Well, you have a Switch. So a game I would say that you should play is Dead Cells.
Okay. I know a bit about Dead Cells, but I'm going to let you school me.
Alright, so Dead Cells is a it's more of like a kind of 32-bit old school style kind of games, but it's a side scroller 32-bit game. But the gist of it is it's like Dark Souls, somewhat similar to Dark Souls, but I wouldn't say it's as hard as Dark Souls. Each stage you go on
being flipping 2D.
Hey, trust me, it's actually a really, really solid game. People are like, 2D, but it doesn't. No, when you play it,
2D's sick, but I'm saying I hope it wouldn't be as hard as Dark Souls if it's
2D. No. What it is because the enemies come at you and like your life bar, you can die quickly. But what happens is you learn as you go. So every time you die, you learn. All right, so on this level, I can do this. When you start all over again, you can go to a different area, or you can go to this area over here. But it all depends because every level is procedurally generated. So no level is the same. But you're in the same area of that stage, but it's a different layout. So you have to kind of really think about what you're doing at each stage. Do you have the right upgrades? Did you pick the right weapons? But before every stage, you have to pick your weapons and stuff and make sure you have the right upgrades, the right mutations. If you don't, you might go through there and you just get teared up. Got to start all over again. It's all about trial and error, figuring out the right ones. And it's like a hack and slash, but it also has a little bit of RPG kind of elements to it, which is what I like about it.
Oh, dope. Sounds good. All right, so one final question before I let you leave us. Obviously, you're a gamer. You're a very talented artist that we're going to talk about before you leave. But you're also a father. So how do you be able to make time for the games you love while being a parent? Because there's so many parents out there that obviously love gaming but feel like they can't really game anymore because responsibilities, they got to go to work, and then when they come home it's family life, they got to spend time with their significant other. How do you find time to be able to be a gamer being a parent?
All right, so To be honest, I will always first and foremost give thanks to the mother of my kids. She is a major support and a major help when it comes to a lot of basically me following my dream of becoming a professional streamer and stuff like that. So that's one of the main helps right there. But also it's a thing of where I like to make sure that my kids are involved in what I do, because my kids usually see me gaming most of the time. If they don't see me gaming, they usually see me doing some form of artwork or some form of painting or something. So they usually want to copy what I'm doing. So if I'm gaming, usually my son will come over and go, "Oh, Cuphead, I want to play Cuphead." So I'll say, "All right, come jump on my lap, play Cuphead with me." And then what I'll do is I'll try to get him to play it. And then he may die many times and get upset, but I'll show him, "Don't worry, we try again, keep going. And then my daughter would come over and say she wants to play. I was like, "All right, so it's her turn." And she wants to play Sekiro, which I don't let her play Sekiro. I don't let her play it.
But I love the way you get them started on Cuphead. Like, Cuphead ain't some hard game, you know. People think Cuphead's a joke.
I don't raise losers.
Yeah, Cuphead
we
is
raise
no
winners
joke.
in this house. That's right. You show them that life ain't sweet.
Yeah, Cuphead will show you life ain't sweet.
Yeah, life ain't sweet.
So basically, you say the main gist is getting them involved in what you're doing.
Yeah, it's just if I say this from my standpoint, but if you're gonna be someone like me who's gonna be streaming a lot, or you're gonna be in the gaming industry, I would say if you still want to have that kind of relationship with your kids, it's always good to kind of have them see whether or not they have an interest. Even if they don't have an interest, at least try to get them involved in it, so at least they feel like your dad's still there.
Yeah.
And you're not just locked away from them. At least they still feel like I'm there. And my kids love whenever I jump online, because they know exactly, as soon as the headphones go on, they know I'm about to go stream. So they're like, camera, and they come jumping in. So I just let them come in sometimes, sit on my lap, let's play, let's watch together. And that's my main thing, just to make sure that my kids are always involved and they always know that regardless of whether I'm playing, I'm always here.
Before you leave me, really quickly, I know we met online because you used to be the guy who used to kill it on Snapchat and Instagram by drawing. Like, I can draw, right? I've always been able to draw. I can draw, but you used to do the sickest picture on fucking Snapchat. I don't know how you used to do it. So is art a huge passion of yours?
It's always been one of my main passions, to be honest. Schooling wasn't my main thing, even though I got good grades, but schooling wasn't something that I actually really liked. The only thing I liked in school was art. My art teacher was one of the best teachers I've ever had in my life. He always pushed me to do art as well. Everything was delicious or scrumptious. So he always made you feel awesome when you done something. You could just draw a completely straight line. That's delicious. It'll make you feel awesome. So I used to really love doing art. And as time went on, I literally kept I always had a pen in my hand, regardless of what I was doing. Every job I always did, I always had some form of pen or pencil. So I used to just scribble, and then someone was like, "Dude, you can actually draw, you know." So I figured, let me try it out on Snapchat. And I realized that if you on Snapchat on the Samsung back in the day, if you hold the actual color icon, more colors came up and a shader came up. So I was like, I wonder if I can actually do something. And I just had to learn some techniques, but after a while, I learned that I can literally use my fingers to draw anything. So I started drawing pictures on Snapchat, and yeah, that's why everyone was like, "Dude, do that Snapchat guy."
Let me show you one of my pictures.
Hey, Tokyo Ghoul, I like it. Hey, yes. That's a very sick picture. He making me want to draw again now.
That's good. All right, so where can the people find yourself, find the Nerd Council, and watch basically Nerd Council streams?
All right, so you can find me on Twitter. That's at Wolflerique. So that's LYRIQUI. And you can also find me on the Nerd Council at Twitter as well, which is at the Nerd Council _. Yeah, it'll be in the link over here. Also, you can actually go to the Nerd Council podcast, which is on Spotify and it's on iTunes as well. And we have the Nerd Council YouTube. So yeah, you can find me on all of those. But you can also find me, one more thing, just on the Twitch as well. I stream from my personal one, but I also stream from the Nerd Council's Twitch. So that's the Nerd Council on Twitch, or you can find my personal one, which is DigiCellWolf. It will come across the bottom over here somewhere, but that's DigiCellWolf.
Perfect, my guy. Thank you so much for joining me on Too Many Games. Now, as always, make sure you let us know what games you're playing now you're in quarantine. It's too much games and you've got lots of time. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you give us a like. My G, respect.